This is the Mashvisor Real Estate Podcast, top 5 rental properties of this week, episode number 16. Hey guys, this is Mike Richardson. I'm the Senior Investor Consultant and Product Specialist here at Mashvisor. Welcome back to episode number 16 of the Mashvisor Real Estate Podcast, top 5 rental properties of this week. With the winter behind our back and halfway through spring, we are entering into the hottest season for real estate market. As the weather heats up, so does the housing market. Traditionally, the summer season sees more real estate listings than any other time of the year. And this is great news for real estate investors just like you. It means you'll get the chance to choose from more available listings when you decide on the best traditional or Airbnb investment property. So far this year, the housing market has been particularly tough just about anywhere, and that's because of the pandemic. The lockdowns and the movement restrictions in the past few months, fewer homeowners have been listing their homes for sale. Basically, the entire U.S. housing market is seller's market because of the demand for property exceeds supply. With the rollout of vaccines and easing out of restrictions in many areas, more people are expected to be able to list their homes for sale. Add this to the summer traditionally being the best time of the year to buy real estate property, and you have the perfect time to start investing into rental properties. Now, if you're a beginner investor who has no idea where to start, I'm here to help. I've been helping both small and big real estate investors for years, helping them find the best markets and best properties for their specific needs. And I'm here to help you as well. This week, once again, we're going to take a look at the 5 of the most profitable real estate investment opportunities across the U.S. market. As always, I've used the Mashvisor platform to help guide me through different markets and find those deals. I know that different investors have different budgets, preferences, so I look at number of markets, price points, rental strategies, and property types. I also set up search criteria to provide a minimum expected rate of return to make sure that all the properties I find are top performing. If you've never used the Mashvisor Real Estate Analysis platform, you should now that it's very flexible and very interactive. We offer you a detailed analysis of the investment potential of each property available on our platform, and this includes access to MLS listings as well as foreclosures and off-market listings. For each property, you can see what monthly rental income and rental expenses you can expect. All these numbers are based off the performance of actual rental comps in that market. With regards to Airbnb, we collect that information directly from the Airbnb website. We use also valid traditional sources to provide us with valid rental values that we can use to help us estimate potential cap rates and cash-on-cash returns. We've turned 3 months of real estate research into just 15 minutes. We're about to start with the 5 best rental properties of this week, but before that, let me tell you a little bit about these properties. All these properties are MLS listings. They're currently available for sale, but from my experience, I know that investment opportunities like these don't stay on the market for too long. They usually get sold within a couple of weeks or even less. So if you're thinking any of these properties might be the right fit for you, make sure that you check them out today. You can find a link to each of these properties on our platform in the episode show notes. You will not just see the property details such as the address, description, features, and listing price, but you'll also see the detailed investment property analysis, which I have mentioned before. Please keep in mind that Mashvisor is not a brokerage. We are not involved in the sale of these properties. We don't make money from buying or selling real estate. What we do is help you find the most lucrative traditional and Airbnb rental properties in the U.S. market. So let's dive in. First on our list is in Minneapolis, Minnesota. As one of the major cities in the state of Minnesota, Minneapolis is another top location for investing in real estate in 2021. The local economy is still facing some challenges as a result of the pandemic, but that's true for most economies in the U.S. On the other hand, employment growth in the Minneapolis job market expected to exceed the national average. The Minneapolis housing market remains a seller's market. This means that sellers have the upper hand in transactions, and negotiations are tough as there are multiple competing for each property for sale. So I would highly recommend that you consider working with an experienced real estate agent. And this way you will be able to make a good offer, get a good price, and close the deal quickly. Don't risk losing a profitable deal because another investor or home buyer takes it away from you. The property that we have available for you today is a single family home. The address is 2314 Irving Avenue, North Jordan, Minneapolis, Minnesota. And the zip code is 5541. Asking price is $199,900. It offers you 4 beds, 1 bath, 2,158 square footage. The property has been on the market for 25 days. Its potential rental income is $1,850 a month. With its recurring expenses below $600, you're cash flowing around $1,250 a month. What's great about this specific neighborhood is that the average vacancy is only 3%. So we are looking at a market that offers great traditional value. This property has a cap rate of 7.52%. If you were to decide to finance a deal like this, you want to put 20% down. You'll pay off your monthly mortgage, your recurring costs, cash flow around $600, and have a 15% cash on cash return. This is a stable, traditional, great long-term rental that you can look at. And when being Minneapolis as a seller's market, there will be appreciation down the road. So I would highly recommend that you should explore a property like this right away. It will not stay on the market for too long. Next on our list is in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Many sources are pointing out that the Pittsburgh is quickly turning into one of the most desirable real estate markets in the Northeast. This recent real estate boom is mostly driven by young buyers. While the city's economy has historically been known for steel industry, today Pittsburgh offers many different employment opportunities in technology, financial services, education, and healthcare. As you can imagine, many people are attracted to these job opportunities, so they decide to move to the city. What's great about Pittsburgh is that the price point is extremely convenient to be looking at rental properties. The rent to price ratio is one of the highest in the entire U.S. housing market, and we found a great deal for you today. It's a single family home. The address is 25 Millbridge Street, Mount Lebanon, and that's in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The zip code is 15210. The asking price is $79,900, 2 beds and 1 bath. The potential rental income for a property like this is $1,100 a month. With your monthly expenses below $300, you are cash flowing around $800 a month. Now, if you decide to finance a deal like this, you can easily put 20% down, which would be around $16,000 at this property price. That will pay off your monthly mortgage, and it will help you cash flow $550 a month with a cash on cash return of 27.32%. A great cash on cash return for this price point and a cap rate of 12.13%. This is a deal that you should absolutely explore. It's only been on the market for 14 days. Do not miss out on a deal like this. Feel free to check out the information on this property in the show notes below. Next on our list is in Asheville, North Carolina. The North Carolina real estate market offers many profitable opportunities for investors in 2021, and one of the hottest locations there is Asheville. The city is located in North Carolina's Blue Ridge Mountains. It's best known for the vibrant art scene, including museums, galleries, and studios. It also offers beautiful historical architecture, which attracts many tourists every year. Asheville has a diverse economy. The main sectors include hospitality, manufacturing, and healthcare. This leads to steady population growth, which means more and more renters. Actually, about 50% of the population prefers to rent rather than own a home, which guarantees high rental demand. When it comes to Airbnb rentals in Asheville, they face some slight restrictions. So if you want to opt for this rental strategy, I really recommend that you hire a professional management company. These professionals are experienced in the field, and they know exactly how to help you run an Airbnb business, which is both legal and profitable. After all, as a real estate investor, you want to avoid legal problems at all costs. We found a great deal for you. It's a single family home. The address is 7 Guinevere Court, and that's in Asheville, North Carolina. The zip code is 28806. The asking price is $369,900. It offers you 4 beds and 2 baths, 1,656 square footage. It's an outstanding deal for investors who are looking for potential Airbnbs. It's only been on the market for 11 days, but has an outstanding potential rental income based off the Airbnbs in that area. This property is estimated to generate around $62,000 in annual gross. With its recurring expenses, including a local management company who will take care of the property for you, you'll be paying around $2,127. Your cash flow is $3,156. That puts your cap rate at 10.24% with a 67% occupancy rate. This is one of the best deals I've seen in a while. This is an absolutely great investment. For $370,000, there's no way that you can find a traditional investment that can pay you a 10% rate of return. So if you are an investor who's considered looking into Airbnbs, this is an absolutely great investment that you should explore. It will not stay on the market for too long. So I highly recommend for investors who are looking at potential Airbnbs to look at this deal right away. Next on our list is in Florida. No matter when you want to invest in real estate properties, the Tampa market is always a great choice. Generally speaking, Florida hosts some of the absolutely best places to invest in rental properties, and Tampa is one of the top choices. Whether you want to invest in traditional or Airbnb, you'll be able to find a good property in Tampa. Based on Mashvisor's data, the median home value in Tampa is around $557,000. This is about double the national average. So as an investor, you should figure out your financing method before you start looking at properties in Tampa. Tampa is a seller's market this year. There are a few homes for sale available on the market, and that there's a lot of competition for buyers. Sellers are able to get about 95% of the asking price in most cases. So I strongly encourage you to work with a real estate agent in this market. An agent will help you get a good offer, negotiate a good price, and close quickly. Also, make sure to pre-approve you for a mortgage before making an offer on a property in Tampa. This will help you compete with other buyers. More than half the local population rents, so demand for traditional rentals is strong. The city enjoys a growth in the job market which exceeds the national average. Economy growth is also good. These factors come together to ensure that more and more people will be moving to Tampa and looking for properties to rent. Like the rest of Florida, Tampa is a popular tourist destination. Many people come each year to enjoy the beautiful weather, the excellent beaches, and the other tourist attractions. As COVID restrictions are easing this year, tourists are expected to come back to Tampa, pushing up demand for Airbnb rentals. Like most of Florida, Airbnb is absolutely legal in Tampa. This is not the case in more of the top locations for rental properties. So investors should take advantage of this reality. However, there are some zoning restrictions that you should study the local short-term rental regulations carefully before buying a property. You can also work with a local vacation rental management company to avoid any legal issues. The property that we have for you today is a single-family home. The address is 7917 Alameda Avenue, and that's in East Side Commercial Area, Tampa, Florida. The zip code is 33619. The asking price is $214,900. It offers you 4 beds, 2 baths, 2,112 square footage. It's a great property for investors who are looking at both Airbnb and traditional investments. It's been on the market for 10 days at this point. With regards to the average Airbnb occupancy rate in the area, it's a 54% occupancy rate. And for traditional, there's only a 7% vacancy rate. So it's a great market for both Airbnb and traditional. If you're deciding to buy a deal within this price point, you'll have the flexibility to choose the rental strategy that you want. The traditional value is at $2,050 a month. Your recurring expenses are at $675 a month. You'd be cash flowing $1,371. That puts your cap rate at 7.66%. With regards to Airbnb, it's almost double the value. You'll be making $3,942 a month. With your recurring expenses at $1,625, you'll cash flow $2,317. That puts your cap rate at 12.94%. The average Airbnb occupancy rate for this deal is at 57%. Now, buying a deal like this is easy. You can easily put 20% down. This is much below the average price point in Tampa, around $500,000. So you'd easily put 20% down, which is around $42,000 or $43,000 up front. You'd be paying off your monthly mortgage in an easy manner and be able to pay off all of your recurring expenses and still have the flexibility of cash flowing. So if you're an investor who's considered or exploring opportunities in Florida, Tampa is an outstanding market that you should absolutely consider. This is a great deal with the convenient price point to get into, and you'll have around a 13% cap rate on a deal like this. It also still offers you a valid and strong traditional value. So at any point, if you need to switch over to a traditional value, you can easily do that. Feel free to check out this property in our show notes. It will not stay on the platform for too long. Last but not least is in Fort Worth, Texas. Fort Worth has been one of the absolutely best places to invest in real estate for a few years. Generally speaking, Texas offers endless opportunities for investors looking for profitable traditional and Airbnb rental properties, and Fort Worth is one of the top locations in the entire state. The affordable price points are another factor which pulls in many investors. According to Mashvisor's data from this month, the median price point of real estate listings is $353,000. This is above the national median home value, but it's much below the price which other top markets are offering. The affordable property price points make Fort Worth an ideal location for beginner investors who face a limited budget. Financing options are much easier to find with these property prices. Another great thing about Fort Worth's market is that it's perfect for both short-term and long-term rentals. About 44% of the local population chooses to rent a property rather than own a home, and that's the main reason for a strong rental demand. With regards to Airbnb rentals, you should keep in mind that unlike most of Texas, Fort Worth has some very slight regulations. Short-term rentals are illegal in some areas, but you want to work with a local management company who will help you through the process. The deal that we have for you today is geared towards an Airbnb. There are some offers we're already seeing on the property, despite that it hasn't been on the market for too long. It's a single family home. The address is 6152 Adelbert Drive, and that's in Lakeland, Fort Worth, Texas. The zip code is 76135. The asking price is below the average or median price point in the area at $225,000, offering you 3 beds, 2 baths, 1,568 square footage. It's a great property for investors who are looking into potential Airbnbs, since the average Airbnb occupancy rate in the area is at 56%, with a strong rental value as well. And the optimal strategy for this specific neighborhood is Airbnb. Now, you can easily buy a deal like this. It's an outstanding deal that will help you generate $3,658 a month. With your recurring expenses at $1,681, you'd be cash flowing around $2,000 a month. That puts your cap rate at 10.55%. So great price point, convenient Airbnb, strong Airbnb market with a flexible opportunity. It's a new listing. It's been built in 2021. So you're looking at a great looking property that can easily be rented out as an Airbnb. So feel free to check out this property in our show notes below. Guys, these are the top 5 rental properties in the U.S. market for this week. Once again, please keep in mind that these are outstanding real estate investment deals, and opportunities like these don't stay on the market for too long. With these properties, you'll be able to outperform not only the local market, but also the overall U.S. rental market. So if you'd like to check out any of these properties, make sure to follow the links available in the show notes. These links will take you to the property listing on our website, where you'll find a detailed investment property analysis. Feel free to adjust any of the preset numbers based on your knowledge of the performance of these markets and based on your personal experience and skills. Maybe you'll have experience in marketing. You can confident that you can do an outstanding job market in renting for Airbnbs. You can increase the expected occupancy rates and see how this will affect the predicted returns on the investment. If you didn't find any of these properties or thought any of these properties I showed you today are the right fit for you, I would still encourage you to visit our platform at mashvisor.com. You can set up your own search criteria to find properties that meet your expectations and requirements. You can search through different markets and search for different property types. You can set up your preferred rental strategy, traditional Airbnb, and all this within your budget. Before I go, I want to offer you a special discount, which is only available to our listeners. This is to encourage you to check out our platform for yourself, to give it a test and make sure that it caters to all your real estate research and analysis needs. So when you go to mashvisor.com, just use promo code TOP5, that is capital T, capital O, and capital P, and the number 5. This promo code will give you access to a 7-day free trial of Mashvisor. And if you liked our platform, you can decide to stick around at the end of the trial and will benefit from a 15% forever discount on either a quarterly or annual discount. With Mashvisor, your lucrative investment properties is a few clicks away. So guys, that's all from me today. I hope that you were able to find a perfect rental property from the opportunities I discussed today. If not, keep in mind that I will be back next week with more lucrative opportunities. Meanwhile, don't forget to give Mashvisor a go, and happy investing.